got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken in the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
First carry for their fullback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
2nd and 7. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken
a gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
6-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. They find some open field here. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
To throw now. Here's Love. Left side by Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Geis. Room here to run.
You know they can't get that.
Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on. Jacobs, and he'll take this one up close. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a
this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his connection, complete to Williams. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to be Packer football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Looking. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every. Coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Love. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He had a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. When that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Jacobs, the ball.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
And the Packer 1st down.
Working out of the gun. Love. The throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Got going, a loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all. But conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll begin by running the option. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A quick hitter complete. It's Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down Packers.
First down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The end of the first quarter with the score Raiders 14, Packers 7.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Griffin going to keep it himself. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some.
He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go play action here on first down. Looking for one, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And A slow hold in by Ruggs. And they get him down before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up.
Here's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There on the tackle.
Here's Love. And Robinson with a big catch. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. On the ground, it's Geis. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Geis.
2nd and 8. At the 30.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Again, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Packers Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a carry for Jacobs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. Caught up. And the Packers pick it up. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. A final return for a Green Bay touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now stands at 13. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picks it off. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. After the interception, here's Griffin. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10. at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
It's Geis on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. And it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third and long for Love. Flushed out right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Love. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Going back to Love. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will shrink to 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Griffin. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. Another touchdown, Packers. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the lead is now 13.
His kick is good. Makes the score Packers 34, Raiders 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a throw here, hauled in, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, Love. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
8 yards to go.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On the option, here's Griffin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Boston. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Love from the gun. Step, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Sanders on for the extra point. Pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Packers 41, Raiders 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return will stop right around the 25. like this, 5 interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
First down, Love to pass. This is caught at the end, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. Geis, they'll try to run it. What's up? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Packers 48, Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Well, this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
From 27-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's... And now here's another interception. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the
touchdown, Packers. Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raiders.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Slayton. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle
Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still track big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Chandler.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for you.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Max Crosby in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. intended receiver, and it's third down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Griffin. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Working out of the gun. Love. He's taken the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. I believe this is going to be a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Again they run. Again it's Geis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the option, Weber hang on to it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
It's a gain of 5.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Made at the 12-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. Geis. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they made the play there. I guarantee you, their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's only gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.